Hi everyone, welcome. This is Ted from Ted's Week Emporium. Today I've got an absolute pleasure of reviewing SEDONA Petite by Estetica Designs in color Caramel Kiss. Find out what I think about this cap construction, how this Caramel Kiss color compares to Jon Renau's Salted Caramel, and my general thoughts about this beautiful style and its features. Okay guys, so let's kick off this review by talking about this color. This is Caramel Kiss and it's the non-rooted version of the T4 Caramel Kiss. This is definitely a very warm brown. It's a golden brown color with light copper blonde highlights. There is, however, one slight concern I have, how this blonde has been incorporated within that mix, which I will be able to tell you and show you properly once I take the wig off. What I have here, guys, is Jon Renau's Salted Caramel. I feel like Salted Caramel is a lighter version of Caramel Kiss. This is definitely a darker brown. It's still very warm. Jon Renau's is slightly lifted. It looks like it's been bleached by the sun. You can definitely see the same coppery and strawberry type of highlights running throughout. So if you do like Jon Renau's Salted Caramel, I'm pretty sure you would be happy with Caramel Kiss. If you watch to the end, you will see what Caramel Kiss looks like outdoors in the natural sunlight. Okay guys, so back to this style. SEDONA is basically a petite version of Orchid by Estetica Designs. They have exactly the same measurements, the same length of layers, the same style and cap construction. However, SEDONA, I feel, is slightly less dense. There's slightly less hair than on Orchid. I think this is a beautiful style. It comes with lots and lots of layering and these beautiful long flowing waves. Let me guys give you a spin so you can see what she looks like on both sides. This is my right hand side. From the back and the left. And it seems like the synthetic fibers have got a very good style memory. And what I mean by this is that yesterday when I was playing with her for the first time, I've used a brush just to blend out all of those curls. But overnight and with some finger combing, those waves came right back to the original spirals, just like I took them out of the box. Let me give you another interesting fact. If you are perhaps feeling a little self-conscious and not comfortable with wearing super long hair, what you can do with layers of this type is trim some of the longer pieces to this level here to give you this beautiful lob. So just imagine you trim the longer layers, you would end up with a style like this. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Another similar style that comes to mind in heat-friendly fibers is Dalgona 23 by Beltress. So if you perhaps are a bit afraid of heat-friendly fibers, you might want to try SEDONA because I feel like there are very, very similar styles. So let's quickly run through the measurements. We are getting a bang of 9 inches. It's a nice side-swept bang. Comes under my chin. The crown here at the top measures 12 inches. Sides measure 10 inches. And it gradually gets longer with 13 inches at the nape. So as you can see, It's about 23 inches, I would say, on me. Sedona is definitely a low density style. She weighs 4.6 ounces, so for a wig that long, it's a pretty low density style. She is easily pulled behind your ears without having that bulk here on the sides, and for me personally, sometimes this is a dead giveaway when wearing a wig, having that unnatural high volume of hair, especially here around the temples. This is a left hand side parted style. The parting is quite generous. She comes with a lace front, which is just amazing. Let me come forward so you can see that from up close. So you can see the knots have been done perfectly, and for a brunette, for a darker brown style, they are just superb, guys. Here is that parting. It is really well done. Nice transition to the back of the cap. There isn't a big bump here. The coverage is just superb. It's a petite style, as I mentioned, and it falls on me spot on. Personally, I feel like it's more of a petite average, so I wouldn't be afraid to try it if your head circumference is, for example, 21 3/4. I think you would still find this wig quite comfortable and a good fit. I do find Estetica Designs fibres really good quality. For a long piece like this, you will expect some level of tangling, but I don't find it too much of a trouble with Sedona. The hair feels really nice. The touch, it looks very natural, very believable. It does look like natural human healthy hair would look like. It feels a little bit coarse to the touch, but I find most of the heavily layered styles, and especially wavy styles, they do tend to feel slightly less smooth than the straight equivalent. For those of you not liking permatease, I must say there are some located mainly here at the crown, but also there are some throughout, but they are kept to the minimum. They don't feel very unnatural or pillowy. It feels nice and smooth here at the sides and the backs. So in the next segment I'm going to show you the cap construction, but also highlight one of the concerns I have regarding the way that the highlighting have been incorporated within this caramel mix. And here is the inside of the cap. Beautifully finished lace front extending into a left monofilament parting. The top of the cap here has been covered with very comfortable meshy material. You can find some permatease in this section, allowing you to give you that lift at the crown as well. So the cap is open wefted throughout. The ear tabs are closed with the material as well. They have the metal stays here. The nape is extended, but however it's not closed. We are getting the adjusters, but like most of the Estetica design wigs, they do come with a little hook instead of a Velcro or bra type adjusters. The cap is really stretchy, as you can see. Now guys, I wanted to bring this to your attention, potentially because this might be a limitation when you're trying to style this wig. The way that Estetica Designs have achieved the caramel kiss is by inserting a blonde weft between the brown weft. So we're getting 3 of the brown wefts and 1 blonde weft, as you can see here, guys. And potentially this could be quite problematic when you're trying to have this in half up, half down style. And this is something I've actually discovered while I was playing with her yesterday. So you are quite limited how much hair you can pull up without it looking like a falsely added extension piece. So for example, like this. It kind of looks unnatural when you pull too much of the top piece up. Let's have a look at different styling options, and as I mentioned earlier, I think she looks so much better brushed out into much more softer curls. So what I'm going to use is a wig brush. It's a metal brush, so it's anti-static. I wouldn't necessarily use this brush on a heat-friendly fibres, but this is a standard synthetic and it really makes a huge difference. So by starting from the bottom, very, very gently brush those out. So just as a comparison, here she is brushed out into this beautiful, soft Hollywood type wave compared with more of a tighter waves on this side. What do you think, guys? Which one would you prefer? Let me guys show you what she looks like in a ponytail. It's probably best as a low pony. It's a great density. You can have a side pony or a braid. She's really comfortable if you are wearing glasses as well. I absolutely love wearing this away from the face, pinned up here at the front. That's probably my favorite look with Sedona. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye bye.